Hey guys, Taro here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Minsk Pocket. Flavor J spawning in the north, we have Girmons as the Brits, who has mobile assault, commandos, and royal artillery. Also teaming up with him with the Brits is Warashes, who has mobile assault, vanguard, and special weapons. Facing off against them playing as OKW, we have Fox. Straight away locking in elite armor, similar situation, elite carrots, attack carrot rather. As also has Jaeger infantry.
Universal carrier built and ready.
In terms of ranks, Girmons around rank 150 Brits, Warashes rank about 70, 80 Brits, this is random twos. Fox around rank 70. 2v2 OKW and attack carrier around rank 120. 2v2 Lost. Stone Pioneers really took a beat down. Got teamed up on there and now we're forced away by some more Tommies. Also have a universal carrier coming out.
Infantry section of Tommies has been trained.
Halted building the sandbags in the middle whilst he's fighting the pioneers.
Section is ready for battle.
Oh, that's done. Free to continue. Meanwhile, universal carrier getting in close, doing some damage. Tommy's coming up on the rear of these Volksgrenadiers. It's an interesting sandbag position. Going to help much within an assault from this angle. And overall, Fox getting a little bit overwhelmed here. Almost fighting a 2v1. Got some grenadiers to help, but Vickers is there. Doesn't get the suppression in, however, so he's managing to backpedal out of there. Meanwhile, we do have a machine gun in this building. That's going to be hard to dislodge in the early game. A mortar team coming out. About to run head on into these two Tommies. It's a double Vickers start as well by Girmons. Oh, and a 2-2-1 coming in. And for a slightly unusual build, only two Volksgrenadiers into the 2-2-1. Doesn't have his truck out, of course, but hasn't started just tick. Yeah, generally I feel like you need one more squad before getting the 2-2-1. Otherwise you can lose a lot of map control. In the meantime, anyway, 2-2-1 getting involved, but have to be careful. These Tommies can really chunk through its armor before you upgrade to the 2-2-3. But it looks like he's just going to full retreat. There's Stone Pioneers coming in. Was enough of a threat. Full collapse. Meanwhile, we have a Wasp. That's a very... I think he only just built that now, right? Hasn't seen any combat so far, so a late Wasp upgrade. So, very unusual that he does go for the Wasp. I think that's a very good option against the 2-2-1. Whereas the Vickers can actually fight the 2-2-1, or beat it, or just flat out beat it. Unless you control it poorly. Oh, AT gun setting up. Just needs to focus fire it down a little bit. Oh, he pops the smoke thanks to the Vet 1. Squad coming forward for the Faust. UC goes down. Close but no cigar. 2-2-1 gets out of there.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Oh, such a close call. I'm very surprised 2-2-1 escaped, honestly. Its armor before it gets 2-3 upgraded is quite lackluster. afford to do some flaming over the hedge, but it might be doing a bit of friendly fire on his teammate squad there. Well, I've got a 222 nearby. Ooh. Some camouflage on the MG. 222 coming forward after the Wasp. AT gun is nearby. Sitting up. Lands a shot. 221 clears the arc, 222 rather, clears the arc. Rifle grenade onto the AT gun, forcing it away. 222 doesn't want to chase it any further, doesn't want to risk losing it. Just to the small arms from the Tommy. Could still lose it to the Vickers here if he's not careful as he backs through. But he does actually stop just in the nick of time. And now the Vickers is in trouble. Sets it up. Try and get some more resources. Maybe not going to use this any further. In the meantime though, Axis have captured up a good chunk of this left hand side of the map. Nice, both of them floating a huge amount of resources for this stage in the game. Really a little bit inexcusable. Okay, Warashes finally getting a bit of spin going. And making a push here is Girmons, who's actually spent some. Oh, he's getting a sniper. Not a bad option on this map. So this is Engineers Forge to threaten the snare. Also has gone for the 5-man upgrade. So he's chasing away those units. 223 actually pushed forwards a little bit now in the fuel sector. So huge amount of fuel coming in. Oh fucks. Like already, you know, he should be considering building his tier 4 tech, which is insane, like 8 minutes into the game. Tier 4 tech could be started like any second now. Oh, down goes the Wasp. The kid takes care of that. Also going for a machine gun.
Heavy machine gun group ready for action.
Which is yeah, a little bit unusual. Does slow down the tier 4. I suppose just trying to put up a tier 4 is a little bit risky, but you know, can provide the same zone defense that a machine gun could, even better perhaps.
Supply hub cutter is ready for orders. Under HMG fire!
Coming in shortly though. Okay, sniper finally moving into the middle, looking for a target. To remember, you know, on observer mode we can see like everything clearly, but sometimes these trees can hide line of sight at awkward angles. Sometimes the sniper doesn't quite have a line on something, even though it looks like he should from the observer mode. Okay, more to go to work, pushing back the MGs there. 222 hasn't seen much action since that first burst, just repaired it up and hasn't really done anything with it. Machine gun setting up. Both the Brit players have selected their commandos. We've got commandos for Girmons and Vanguard for Warashes. So we're probably going to see quite a few commandos.
Trouble trying to take one of our points.
Oh, nice rifle grenade there. Also have a teller forcing away these Tommies. Two getting back in the action finally again as well. Not sure how that Raketen got forced off.
HQ has been upgraded. Medium armor and rocket artillery.
Here comes the glider. 222 coming round on the rear of the sniper. This could be trouble. They're on hold fire, but it's been spotted. It's the retreat. No AT gun for Girmons, worth noting. So it doesn't really have very good defenses for a sniper, but glider blocks view. Commandos in here doing their best. But they're going now really fast. Didn't reinforce them off the glider. And they are dead, but luckily his teammate's AT gun takes care of the 222. Ooh, and Pioneers that were trying to steal the machine gun also go down. So losses on both sides. But yeah, a little bit sloppy there, not reinforcing his commandos off the glider. Probably could have got 1 or 2 extra models during that fight if he had. Oh no. Sometimes those gliders cause some physics bugs and then end up tanking your frame rates. Hopefully this is not going to be one of those games.
We have casualties.
What's that? Sound like an Austria commander saying that. Announcer rather. I don't see anything immediately that he lost. He loses a grenadier there perhaps.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Can't remember exactly. Anyway, here comes the first Cromwell. Pretty quick timing on this for Warashes, having not gone for the 5-man upgrade. And the Axis not very well prepared for this. Attack carrot, still no AT gun 13 minutes into the game.
Enemy threatening a capture point. Units can now use Pied launchers to take on armor, and Bren guns for extra firepower.
Schwer in the back though. Locking down the fuel. Throw some base artillery flares. Ooh. Just going down, but here comes the Cromwell. And where's that Raketin? It's in the middle at the moment. So he has to retreat from this flank. One will get the shot. Takes 2, has to pull back. He actually has no engineers for repairs at the moment either, despite having 800 manpower. So both teams here really build orders a little bit lacking, you know, especially on the both Brit players have at times been floating way too much manpower. Not having AT guns on both sides in preparation for your opponent's vehicles. Just a few general mistakes like that. 5-man upgrades here completed for Warashes. Also has the Brens, so these squads are really going to struggle for fucks. There's an incendiary grenade. That's not going to help out too much. One coming in from another angle. Here comes the Panzer IV, who have a 6-pounder right behind this Cromwell though. Setting up now. Full retreat though from his Tommies. I thought he would have kept the 4-model squad around to help keep his AT gun safe. Oh, but here comes the second Cromwell. Oh, yes, there's Cromwell. Oh, and Vickers from a nice angle there, saving the day. And yeah, with the second Cromwell being there, no way the Panzer IV wants to dive in. Anyway, things looking pretty good for the Axis right now. You see they have a lot of the map under control. But this is where the Brits start to experience a serious power spike. 5-man Tommies with weapon upgrades. very, very hard to deal with. There's access without vehicles, almost impossible, I would say. And no vehicles yet for attack carrots. So he could struggle. Fox does have the Panzer IV, of course. Oh, Cromwell in trouble. Oh, doesn't get one. Wouldn't have died to one more shot, but doesn't manage to get it off anyway. Use the crew repair there, emergency repairs rather. So Panzer IV ready to roll again. Fox does have a lot of munitions. So in these scenarios, you know, it's good to pop the AP rounds just to try and guarantee penetrations on the frontal armor of Cromwell. I suppose you can't really call it a guarantee because even with them activated, I think there's still a low chance of those shots bouncing, but definitely worth activating, especially if you're floating this much in the munitions department. I'm not saying he's doing anything wrong by floating that much. Just how it goes sometimes on this commander. But he does have the tank commander upgrade. So you can of course call in some artillery with it. Calling in the flares with the officer here. 2 machine guns back here, but here comes the Brumbier. Should make short work of them, and still no AT gun for Girmons. He's about to take a real pummeling from this Brumbier. Ooh, squad down. Drops the MG. That's what I'm saying. Oh, here comes the Cromwell. Takes a big hit. Where's the Packer? It's not even in support of his own Brumbier. That is reckless stuff. Definitely should have been over here helping with his Brumbier. Panzer IV's coming around. Looks like maybe he's going to go in for the kill on the low Cromwell here. Maybe not after seeing all this infantry. Now the pack coming forward's way too late. Just evades that grenade enough to not go down. But yeah, that was really sloppy from attack carrot, not bringing the pack up in support of his Brumbier. If he had, that engagement would have gone completely differently. Cromwell actually knocks a model off the Raketen there while shooting at the MG. P4 sitting nearby. 6-pounder still in a nice position. Panzer IV comes forwards. Didn't get out of there now. MG needs to switch to the other target, start suppressing them. Before it gets knocked out. 6-pounder came forwards, getting a shot in. P4 has to back out. Oh, and the MG34 is going to go down here. Maybe not. Oh man, they were so close. Do you know, I think it's better if a unit's pinned like that, switch to, and you've got a squad nearby, let the squad shoot at the unit. They won't come, if they're well pinned, they won't come out of being pinned because of the suppression recovery is really bad when you're being shot at. And then switch targets with your machine gun to start suppressing other squads. Calling in the tank artillery here. Tank commander artillery. But Warashes is too quick on the dodge. What's any damage? Cromwell coming forwards for another assault. Once again, he's got no support from his AT gun. It's back at base. That's just really, really bad play. That's oh man. Luckily, not much comes of it
Are securing our territory.
this time. But yeah, that is dangerous stuff. A lot of units back healing. Oh, a Firefly coming in now for Warashes. Fox actually hasn't got any more vehicles for quite some time. He's putting up his mechanized HQ, in fact. Is he gonna try go for a King Tiger? Seems like maybe he is. I suppose a walking Stuka is also a possibility, but maybe not once he's accumulated this many resources. Oh, big shot from the Rumbier. Here comes the pack. Oh man, he didn't even shoot at the tank with his Rumbier. Could have been the killing blow if it landed a direct hit. Oh, 6 pounder getting some good hits in here. P4 in a bit of trouble. Doesn't even blitz out of there, but does get out in the nick of time, but maybe not. Here comes the Cromwell and the Firefly. P4 still not blitzing, turning around here. Oh, he bounces that shot. Oh, but not from the Firefly. Cromwell, oh, getting some pathing issues there caused by the Firefly. Goes down. In response, smoke break called in. Get a bit of an assault. There's some base artillery as well. Forcing these team weapons back. Trying to check if we've got a hammer anvil, but no. So no airburst shells. Oh man, that smoke rate gets so much smoke. It's it's so funny. Oh my god, what a good meme. Warashes continuing to float a tremendous amount of manpower, well over 1,000 at this stage. I mean, he's already got a couple caches down, but still the float continues. Could consider getting himself maybe another unit of Royal Engineers so he can repair his tanks up more quickly. He does have vehicle crew repairs in this commander, but I want to save those munitions to spam the planes. So here comes the I was going to say King Tiger. King Tiger. Also upgrading with the Panzer Commander. I think this is actually a mistake on the King Tiger. It's okay, but I think it's usually a mistake on the Panther, but King Tiger for a similar reason. I do rely on the machine gun doing some damage because its shots are so inaccurate. Can't really rely on the main gun. I mean, when it does hit, it's a big shot, but if it misses like 3 shots in a row, you'll really very sorely miss. Not having a machine gun chipping away at the infantry in the meantime. Here comes a Werfer. Looks like the MG went down there. We're charging forwards, runs into 2 tanks here, going for the kill on the Cromwell. Cromwell coming around to this side. Hackers there this time. And down goes the Cromwell. Firefly pushing forwards. Down goes the Brumby in response. In comes the anti-tank planes. Oh! Same. Here comes the strafing support. Shooting at the out of control Brumby there. So a lot of tank carnage right there.
Squad's gone.
Overall, I think the Brits came off slightly worse. Planes continuing to fly. No anti-air activation from fronts. Oh, there it goes now. One goes down. Oh. Close call for that MG. Oh. What was that? It seemed like a zombie attack plane there, maybe. Riffer. Oh, this is close range one, but he's coming forwards of it. Not going to hit. Mortar going down there. Vet 3 lost. Very early retreat on the commandos there for some reason. Could actually allow attack carrot to win this engagement, which is usually just about impossible. Lost there, but clearly the Jaeger command squad doing the job. Oh!
Sturmpanzer ready.
He just lost his grenadier, got sniped right as he was picking up the MG. The MG goes down there. Oof, mortar takes some. Sniper takes some mortar shell to the dome, almost goes down. But you can't lose your sniper to a direct mortar shell anyway. We'll have, I think it's 2 health remaining afterwards. They have slightly more health than the regular infantry models. Just for that exact scenario. So random mortar won't kill them. And they're back out for attack carrot, looking for a target. So you have a Churchill coming for the Girmons now. Calling in some light artillery. AT gun going down. Do we have a crocodile out for Warashes? Oh man, he makes very short work of those team weapons. Here comes the King Tiger though. Meanwhile, the Brumbier just going to town in middle. And outright destroy these AT guns, stop it from being recurring. In comes the fresh Churchill. So, switching targets to the infantry, gets a good hit, forces them away. But here comes the Churchill. So rear arm hidden. Brumbier pulling back. Packers in support this time. But it takes a long time to shoot its way through a Churchill. Oh! Combat over here. Bit of a push from Warashes, might be overcommitting. King Tiger doing some huge damage with the heat rounds equipped, just wearing off now, but you can see how quickly it chunks through the crocodile. 6 pounder bouncing quite a few shots here. U4 coming in from the side, but tulip rockets connecting, calling in the artillery on the AT gun though, could save the day. U4 coming in from the side.
One of our anti-tank guns is gone.
Firefly still pushing forwards. This is a risky one. Panzer IV could come onto its rear armor here. A little bit slow to the action. There's one more shot to get the kill. He's pushing forwards for it. Oh, but he switched his targets. Takes a shot from the Churchill on the rear as well. Oh, that was just such bad Panzer IV control from Fox. That just hurt me to watch. I was just sitting out here for like 30 seconds before bringing it in at the last second and ended up losing it. Anyway, we do have a mortar pit up, which was one of the contributing factors of knocking out those team weapons earlier as well. We'll be out here doing so much health damage. So all these Tommy squads, and Axis once again in control of the victory points. A lot of repairs required, and as I mentioned, Warashes still only had the one squad of Royal Engineers. Only getting a second one now. But as you can see, he's requires so many repairs. He needs to repair 2 tanks and his mortar pit. Imagine if he got an extra squad when I mentioned it. And he had 1200 manpower. Might be an idea for Warashes as well to call in a glider, maybe close by to his mortar pit. Use the forward retreat point functionality on it. Oh, with the defense of the mortar pit, doesn't have to retreat all the way back to base every time.
Tactics are being perfected. The enemy will get a nasty shock if they attack.
It sounds like Warashes is also getting anvil, so double anvil. It's going to mean he can get the repair upgrade. Even engineers.
Emplacement under attack.
Oh, he's going after the pit, and he actually kills it. Gets a really good scatter on the rockets, even from that range. In come the big bombs, air supremacy. Oh, he's not moving out of the zone. Ooh. Oh man. One grenadier goes down. Those Jaeger squad could have easily gone down as well. Maybe the bomber took a little bit of damage as well, but that was what? Sleep at the wheel was attack cat right there. Not dodging even slightly. Calling in the mortar cover now. Maybe a little bit of a push coming in. Pack will be safe enough at that range. A lot of white phosphorus coming down though. And the Allies in control of the VP now. Just poking in a little bit of trouble. 3 Tommies coming through. Oh! Crocodile finishes the job. We're getting there. So is the King Tiger. Pops the heat rounds, and look at how much damage. Just like quarter, more than a quarter of the Churchill's health with every shot. Big damage. Oh, is that a 17-pounder going up in the middle? This time the Werfer not quite so lucky long range, doesn't do much. 17-pounder setting up. Ooh, big shot. Brumbear getting out just in the nick of time. Fortunately, King Tiger doesn't come forwards for the kill. Crocodile getting repaired up. Brumbear also getting repaired up. Werfer has a lot of... Did he lose a Werfer? No, maybe he's just got that few kills. Have to come forwards into the middle, but it's a little bit scary with the 17-pounder around. King Tiger coming in from the side, also just inside the arc of the 17-pounder. Might not be able to shoot through this though. His V1 though actually can shoot through now. One thing we haven't seen from attack carrot is the bunker busting barrage. I think we've seen him use that once. Means you can shoot at units from a much safer range. Be helpful in staying outside of the range of that 17-pounder. Which is now really locking down the middle. Oh. Down goes the mortar team there. So the attack carrot also requiring a lot of repairs for his tanks now. Hopefully he doesn't make the same mistake again. And manages to evade that 17-pounder in the middle. What's going on? Why isn't the machine gun firing? Maybe it's reloading or something. We just can't see the animation. Oh. Straight away takes another shot from the 17 pounder. Those are
Emplacement is being attacked.
very costly. They take so long to repair up. But Fox actually has a pretty decent army now himself. With a Panther and a King Tiger should be able to overwhelm Warashes. Actually, maybe not. He's got 2 AT guns over here. Roofer into the middle. Looks like he got some good hits in. Kitten pumping away. Looks like the Panther going in for the kill, but miss from the Kitten and the Panther. Was in the artillery, but evaded by Warashes. And unlucky that he didn't manage to knock out the Firefly. Goes back to the repair station. Also has Stone Ponies nearby with the repair upgrade. Check on the amount of kills that the Whiff had. It had 2 before and now it's got 8. So 6 kills, pretty good barrage. Another Churchill coming in for Girmons. These Churchills are actually really hard to deal with as Aussie, I find. Ooh. Oh man, mortar cover coming in, as well as the strafing support. Attack carrot gonna have to get out of mid. Or just stay in mid and get smushed. Gotta be careful here with this Werfer still in the arc. Ooh. Luckily those rockets would be far off target. He takes half of his health and damage. But man, Fox really needs to get involved in some combat a little bit more. Feels like he's just been playing on like this tiny quarter of the map. Both planes shot down now, but the Brits have really just set up shop in middle thanks to that 17 pounder, and perhaps Fox being, I would say, a little bit too cautious with his tanks. I feel like there have been several chances for him to just charge in and get the kill. Especially if he used the Blitz. Oh, Tiger dishing it out there. Cruise the Raketten coming forwards for some more shots. And there we go. Finally gets the kill on the Firefly. Nicely done. Rombia coming in from a different angle.
The enemy are attacking an emplacement.
Going for a bunker busting barrage on the 17 pounder. 17 pounder rapidly turning around. Now Rombia getting out of there. Just in the nick of time. Churchill coming in as well, but a little bit too slow. But yeah, the sheer amount of health that these Churchills has just takes so long to knock through them. Panther just doesn't have the rate of fire. Also, Stug these days a little bit underwhelming against them. Oh! Oh, that was a huge one. He had 8 kills before, right? So he got 9 kills with that last barrage. Panther getting some good shots in actually. From up here as well, whilst the piercing shots are on cooldown. Trying to go for some attack grounds. So is the Panther also getting some attack grounds. We've got the Churchill smoke out. It's calling in the Ju-87s. So they're focusing on the Churchill on the front at the moment. Panther could come in from the side. Backing away. Is that the piercing shot? No, it's not. Just somehow shot through there. Churchill's staying alive though.
Heavy tank awaiting orders.
They're just about back up to full. Tiger up to Vet 3. Does have access to the spearhead ability now. Oh, Kitten is gonna escape. Here comes the Panther, double AT gun. No, just the one AT gun this time. Crocodile pushing way forwards, but Panther currently occupied fighting the Firefly. King Tiger not chasing. Panther bouncing. Oh, Panther needs one more shot to get the kill. Does. Firefly goes down, so's the AT gun. Panther getting out of there on a pixel of health. With a little bit off target. King Tiger on the push now. Engine damage. Still haven't seen Blitz, I don't think, ever used on the King Tiger. I suppose he doesn't have munitions in this instance. Even prior to this. I don't think we've ever seen him use it. Tiger backing out. Those were some attack ground attempts there. Nice try by Girmons. Finally pulls back for some repairs. And Bear coming in from a sneaky angle. Ooh, big attack round. 1-2 punch. Might even have sight of this now. No. Just attack rounds. Ooh.
The capture point is being overrun.
Oh! Oh no. Does end up going down there.
Under attack.
Maybe that was an attack ground super long range from 17 pounder. Yeah, I mean that was a he was playing a risky game going forwards like that. Now it seems like maybe some of these trees have been destroyed a little bit. Heavy crush, I'm not sure. Either way, Vet 3 now on that 17 pounder. Didn't get the kill, so it must have been the 6 pounder that was over here. Just now pulling back to base. Double woofers now. Targeting the 17 pounder. No brace on it. Almost goes down. Oof. I was like, man, those commanders are not taking much damage, and then all of a sudden they just get bopped. Down super low right at the end. Tiger and Panther just about ready to make another assault. Fresh Firefly though from Warashes. Bring those caches down, banking up that humongous amount of manpower. Coming in handy in the late game now. You just keep on pumping out those Fireflies even when he loses them. Another barrage onto the 17 pounder. This time he pops brace. Doesn't take too much damage because of it. But the repair engineers take a big shot.
The enemy are attacking an emplacement.
King Tiger, I feel like just really needs to stay away from the 17 pounder. Double AT guns pushing up here for fucks, but not his tanks and support. So they're going to get roasted out super quickly by the Crocodile. Yeah, here comes the Panther forwards now, but so late.
Enemy down to
Riffer splitting its barrages, but doesn't quite get the kill there. 17 pounder still alive. Firefly connects with the tulips on the Panther. Causing the tank commander artillery though. Ooh, that was a big one. Is that a fresh Bromberg? Just going down straight away? Oh man, and then an engineer goes down as well. Just check the stats for attack carrier. Yeah, three of them have gone down now. River right here as well. Scary. This time brace activated well in advance. Only a light tickle. So I don't think at this stage it's really worth continuing to try and kill this. Oh wow, he's just going in here. This is risky stuff. Calling in the light artillery barrage. But he lost a Panther for that. And the light artillery barrage not even on the 17 pounder, just like slightly in front of it. Don't do much damage to it at all. Plane's called in from attack carrot, but doesn't have any sight at the moment. Is the crocodile in range? No, crocodile outside of range. The Werfer coming in. Double AT guns working on the 17 pounder. Just can't quite get the hits on it. It's so close to death, that's got to be super frustrating. Maybe one of these Werfers are ready to fire again. No, not quite. And now repairs going in. No, but he manages to get far enough forwards to call in another light artillery barrage. Oh, nearly takes out 2 engineers in the process as well. Could still. He hasn't retreated. Close call. Churchill going forwards. Oh, in come the planes. One Werfer goes down, the other one taking some of the machine gun fire. Oh, both Werfers going down, get caught up, pathing around. And down goes the HQ as well. Air Supremacy knocking that out. Almost by itself. And that was a huge blow to the Axis. Losing the HQ. And 2 Werfers, and they're pretty well vetted as well. Oh man. That's what happens when you end up throwing away your Panther in front of 17 pounder. Don't have anything to defend against Churchill's just pushing forwards like that. People are pushing forwards recklessly. King Tiger taking a walloping here. Now he pops the blitz. Just to get out of there. Oh, those overs lucky to escape. The Blade T-guns pushing forwards though. Going for another Werfer, fair enough, I think. Yeah, I think he can hold the line with his machine guns and what infantry he has. Such that he can make good use of the pack. Calls in the assault. And look at how quickly that squad went down to the assault. That buff is really nasty. Oh, Panther goes down. Pug. Seems like he stopped to call in the artillery then, maybe. So he's trying to back out, I'm not sure. And this is just an immovable force. 2 Churchills backed up by a Firefly. Oh, and this AT gun's gone down. Pack setting up here though. Just use the target weak point, there it is. Stuns him, but his teammate not going in for any more follow-up. Now he does. A little bit too slow. And here come 2 Fireflies from the side, as well as an AT gun pushing in. This is looking grim for the Axis. Tiger trying to get out. It's coming back in. This is way too risky. Does have the tank commander upgrade, which does give him a little bit more sight. Somehow that Firefly is still alive. I'm not sure how it took damage, but magic pixel. All these T-Ravens lying around the map. But yeah, you can see these are random teams. Just the coordination between the Axis players not quite there. But for Fox, he really needs to push in with his units all at once. He seems to, send his Panther in, then his King Tiger in, his Panther in, and it's just a recipe for disaster, running into just a stone wall of Fireflies and AT guns. Grab back this Raketin. Crocodile has something to say about it. Doesn't manage to get out of there. Commando's coming forward. It's pretty much on perma stealth here, thanks to all the craters in the middle. Trying to recrew. Yeah, doesn't even bother that time. Quick decision. Can take a back up. Vet 5 on that bad boy now. Been in the wars. Oh, that was a nasty grenade from the commandos. Oh, and we have some more strafing support planes coming in. Whilst the Axis back does have the flak half track though. Trying to knock them down. Double packs open up on the Firefly. Firefly still in the danger zone. Here it goes. Planes come in for another good round of rockets there. One of the AT guns decrewed. King Tiger low in health. Doesn't look nearly so impressive shooting at the regular Churchill, which has so much more health than the Crocodile. I don't know how these planes managed to go through every strafe without getting shot down, but Black Half Track running bad there. This must be a fresh one actually. Didn't notice the other one go down. So I'm pretty sure he's had... Maybe it's just getting really unlucky. Pretty sure he's had this for a while though. Okay, so another Firefly coming in for Girmons. It's going to be 3 Fireflies and 3 Churchills overall for the Brits. Also putting up a fresh 17 pounder in the middle. Oh, this could be the kill.
An emplacement is being attacked.
Needs to be good on the attack grounds. A little bit slow to mobilize, not on prioritized vehicles as well. I think the Churchill's going to be able to limp out of there. 17 pounder completes construction. King Tiger takes a big hit. Has to back away. Axis getting quite low on VPs now as well. Man, that 17 pounder. It's one last shot in for good measure. Comes the Crocodile now, whilst the King Tiger's out of commission with requiring repairs. AT guns no real match for the Crocodile, just roasts them out far too quickly. A lot of casualties there.
You need something?
I didn't even really notice it, but attack carrot did go for another Brumbier. I feel like it needs a panther, honestly. These Brumbiers haven't been that effective.
We have 100 points
Been
remaining.
losing them a little bit too easily. King Tiger about ready to go again. Looks like Fuck's going to try and get another tech structure out. A little bit low on manpower at the moment though, suffering a lot of bleed to the Crocodile. Oh, these kind of assaults sending his infantry too far ahead of his tank. Loses his obers there, did he? Yeah, those obers with the MG42, that is a costly loss. About to lose. No, they get away, and he does manage to knock out one Firefly, continuing on the advance here with the King Tiger. Pack pulling back. And come the Churchills. This could be a good time for the Ju-87s from attack carrot as well. Pulls them in. King Tiger getting low. He's going to get out of range in the nick of time. Pops the blitz. Double AT guns working hard on these Churchills. So are the AT planes. But down goes the Brumbier again. Looks like the Firefly also going down though. Churchill's still in there. Or one of them. And here we go, Panther just in the nick of time for this battle. Can this make the difference? But two low health Churchills here. King Tiger not coming in supporting though. And both the packs are decrewed. So we're going to have one more pass from the AT planes. But I don't think it's going to be enough. The Churchills just have too much health. Yeah, almost, but doesn't quite get the job done. Off into the middle. Oh, pretty good barrage. So there's still a lot of team weapons here to be able to recruit for attack carrot, but both of the Axis lost around 20 to 30 supply from their army. Oh, he waits till both the guns get recruited, then nades them both in one shot. Ouch. Oh, gets the decro on both of them. Puts down the Schwert. Risky stuff. Miners come back in to try and knock it out now. Back half track having trouble suppressing them. Look how much damage they're doing to it. It's getting low. Finally the suppression comes in, but here comes the AT gun now. And there goes the flak half track. Churchill coming in on low. Looks like he really wants to knock out this HQ before it's done. King Tiger mobilizing though. One thing the Axis have is fast repairs. HQ is up for fucks, so he's got quite a lot of resources. Could get himself like a Panther straight away. Perhaps a Yak Panzer would also be a good option. Oh man, that King Tiger just took a walloping. And Churchill coming full behind. 62 kills on that. Man, that is nasty. Double Werfers again from attack carrot. Going after
The enemy are
emplacement.
attacking an emplacement.
Scatter on the rockets, a little bit unfavourable actually. He gets a lucky wipe on the 6-pounder. Barely does any damage to the emplacement itself. But man, imagine if that Brumbeer that went down in that last assault was a Panther instead. That last push could have gone completely differently for the Axis. It was just another Brumbeer going down for free. Anyway, they're down on the VPs. Got one last push to make things happen. They do have the close air support available. It could make the difference.
We have lost a pack gun.
What is Fuck's up to though? He hasn't done anything after building this HQ. He hasn't built any units, floating a huge amount of both fuel and manpower here. Maybe he's going to try just go balls to the wall with the King Tiger and then call another King Tiger in afterwards, but he doesn't need his HQ down for that. Not sure what the strategy is here. Churchill coming in from the side. King Tiger getting low. Churchill penetrating from the front, getting some really lucky penetrations. In come the anti-tank planes, but too late. The damage is done. Churchill pops smoke. And is evacuating. HQ goes down to some airburst shells. And the Axis throwing the towel. Well, this was easily within the grasp of both sides this game. Attack carrot just way too reckless with his Brumbeer. Just lost 4 of them in a game. Like, that is crazy. 4 Brumbeers down in a game. Yeah, a little bit too reckless with them. Maybe need to do the JUACMs a little bit deeper in enemy territory as well, if possible. Seems like he didn't get full value out of them. As for Fox, needed to make more like all-out assaults with all of his army in one push. You know, we saw several times he'd send in his infantry first and then his tanks, like, 10 seconds after that. And in the meantime, the Crocodiles just like killed his whole infantry army. It just didn't make any sense. Or maybe he'd send his King Tiger in and then back that away. There's Panther out after that and then back that away. You just need to make a direct all-in assault with his whole army in one cohesive unit. He would have had better results. And as for attack carrot, yeah, just need to be more conservative with his Brumbeers, bring up his pack and support. Losing those 2 Werfers was super costly. That might have been the game loser, honestly. So maybe he needs to queue up the reverse movements after doing those barrages. Anyway, that was a long game, so I'll wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye, and good luck.